hilarious. We had also gone on to Facebook, YouTube. Oh God, eBay,
Uh-huh.
and ordered face masks, like medical, like face masks.
Uh-huh.
And they said they sent me a shipment notice, but they're just sitting, waiting. It says
Oh.
DHL waiting. And then when I pop the number into DHL, it says can't find any
Huh.
information on it. So I don't know if they've been shipped or they haven't been shipped or what.
Yeah. Good morning,
Because
everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker.
chick
Picker.
picker.
All right.
Okay, okay
All
then.
right.
All right, all right, all right.
All right. All right.
Ready to get this party started.
Partay.
Get the chat popped out.
Thank God it's Friday.
Oh, I
Good
know.
morning,
Good morning, Jennifer.
Jennifer. It's Friday.
Friday. Finally, Friday. I don't know the
Which
rest of the song.
means
Absolutely
absolutely
Nothing.
nothing.
nothing to a reseller.
Yep. I gotta change my thing here. Let's see. Switch account. I don't know why it does that, but it does.
No, I just got the notice. Chick Picker is live.
I had it on my Mina's story channel.
Oh,
I have
you
a channel for. Originally, it was for the grandkids, so I could read them a story on video.
right?
Let's see. Stop that. Stop it.
Would you do it live and they would, or just
Yeah, I would
record
do
it
it.
and put it up?
Well, I would do a video. I would do a video and read a story to them. I've only done one video, but it's something that I'm going to maybe start revisiting. I need to do some more videos. Let's see, where am I at here? So yeah, how's everybody doing? Friday. Good morning, Jennifer and Anissa. You're funny. Jennifer and Nana Tink Treasures. Welcome, welcome. We got Liz and Mike and Anissa.
Gang's all here.
Yeah, I definitely feel like an inmate.
I do.
I just need a jumpsuit and I'll be right in with y'all. An orange jumpsuit. Oh, Jennifer. I can't FaceTime my grandbabies because I start crying. Aw.
Oh,
What's wrong, Mama? What's
Yep.
wrong, Mimi?
Yep. Mimi, Nana. That's
Nana.
that was one of the reasons why I called the channel Mina. It was a little bit of both names that they've given me. So yeah. Good morning, Shirley. But I have, I have grandbabies on each coast, so uh, thankfully, I'm thankful for FaceTime. I don't know how I would have gotten by if I hadn't had that. So
yeah. It's kind of, we've been doing some stuff on Zoom with
uh-huh.
my kids, and it's kind of reconciled me to Jason moving all the way down to Miami, thinking we'll still be able to communicate that way, get to,
Sure.
see each other. And then if they would ever have babies all the way down there,
Yeah.
it wouldn't seem so far away.
Yeah, it's definitely made a difference for me. Good morning, Mr. Sadie. Jennifer says her grandbabies call her Lovey. That's cute. I like
Oh,
that. I like that. But they give me, they gave me their names. They named me. I didn't. I had this wild idea that I was going to be called Mima, but that didn't work out. I'm a Mimi and a Nana, so that's okay. I take it.
It's better than the names I usually get called.
Oh my gosh. So how were sales yesterday for everybody?
good.
Mine were good.
You still hammering them out, Todd?
I got 13 orders going out this morning.
Nice.
Awesome. Jeez. I don't feel so good about mine anymore. I have 5.
I think I had 5. I have one that didn't get paid for, but I got 5 going out, so that's good.
Yeah, I have 5 going out and 1 waiting to be paid for. 3 are merchant fulfilled books on Amazon, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah. It's just weird over there. I've got orders that the people placed 3 weeks ago that still haven't shipped, and then I have orders that came in yesterday, FBA that they shipped. So I don't know what their rhyme or reason is for shipping out orders.
Yeah.
And timing of it doesn't make any sense to me. Good morning, Jennifer. I saw Nana Tink Treasures too. Hi, what's Nana Tink Treasures? What's your real name? What's her real name?
I don't know. I don't know. Everybody gets a wrench though. Passing out the wrenches today.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a wrench.
You get a wrench and you get a wrench. Morning, Bum Crack.
Bum Crack Picker. Good morning. Yeah, I don't know what happened to me yesterday. I didn't do it took me forever to get puzzles counted.
Oh.
I mean, I had them tally marked and everything, but I couldn't figure out. I would stop because I would get a phone call or something, and then I couldn't figure out if I had counted that one or not counted that one. It was a mess. So what I did basically is I turned my phone off so I wouldn't get distracted, and then I finally got, well, the one that was giving me the trouble was the 2,000 piece one. So it was probably just me too, but you get, I don't know, I get to a point where I get burnout.
Yeah, I literally, that would drive me crazy.
I don't like counting. I think I have one more to count, and then that'll be that. And I'll be happy that they're listed again because they must have fell off at some point. And
get it.
I think I heard something there. But I'm gonna try and stick with the hard goods today, and then I can dive back into clothing tomorrow. Kind of forcing myself to do that because clothing is easy for me. I like clothing. I can list it fairly quickly and picture it fairly quickly and everything. But have you seen the? Oh my God!
I saw it on Facebook.
40,000. Oh my gosh.
It looked like a hallway, like a long hallway rug on somebody's floor. It's just really, is that what you're talking about, Liz? It's like really long.
Oh my
And so you look at it more closely and it's a puzzle.
Wow.
I would be a mess. I'd be a mess. I'd be like,
And
yeah,
you'd
I'm
have to
not.
do it on the floor, which I can't even sit on the floor. I can sit on the floor. I can't get up from the floor.
Right. Yeah,
And can you imagine
40,000 pieces.
putting it
Ugh.
together and then having a piece missing at the end?
Oh,
It would just
yeah,
cry.
that would be harsh. That would be very harsh.
Valerie, that top is so cute. It's got like little cutouts at the top there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like somebody said, "Well, hey, your shirt's ripped there," but no, that's how it's supposed
Yeah,
to be.
right. That's so cute.
I was gonna say something and then I didn't because I didn't want to make you feel bad that you had a ripped shirt on.
I'm sorry. You know, things are really, really hard right now, and this
No,
is all I had to wear.
that's cute, very stylish, but I couldn't. I could, and I thought it might be that. I thought it might be just the style that it's cut and everything. But I was like, if I
Should I?
say something and I make her feel bad for having a ripped shirt on, I don't want to make Valerie feel bad.
You know, times are tough. You gotta.
What, this old rag?
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Morning, Mr. Sadie.
Today,
Morning, Hank.
today is my
Lisa.
Today is my stepson's birthday.
Oh,
He's 30 something. I think he was born in '82. So what would that put him at?
34,
So
I think.
Yep.
I don't know. You want me to do math this early in the morning?
I know it's way too early.
So I have an eBay question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Dun,
So
Get
can I have a
serious.
screen share?
Sure.
Oh, it's been a while.
Okay, here we go. Share.
38, Fish Pickens said. That's right, 38.
Dang.
This right here. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the story goes on March 26th, I ordered some bubble wrap
Uh-huh.
and I never got a message with saying it was shipped or anything, and I never got it. And then I get this message from eBay. It says, this
sorry.
order can't be canceled. We're sorry we couldn't cancel your order because the refund couldn't be processed successfully. Please contact the seller.
What the heck does that mean?
I don't know. And then I tried to contact the seller through their eBay name and got a message saying, this person is no longer an eBay member.
Wow.
So am I out to $23.80?
No, you need to go through PayPal.
How did you pay? You paid through PayPal?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to go through PayPal.
That's crazy.
Because you should
But
be
eBay should be able to
protected.
process that.
Why
Well,
wouldn't
if
eBay just pay me off
Yeah, they need. I mean, they
instead
can't.
of sending this message?
Were
Right.
you actually charged for it?
I'm pretty sure I was. I haven't
Yeah.
Wow.
looked at my PayPal to find that particular thing, but isn't that weird? I've never.
That's very weird because if it's an eBay transaction, they should be able to process it.
Wouldn't they have a bot or
refund.
something that just automatically refunds
Right.
the buyer when something like this happens?
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely PayPal because you're protected over on
Yeah.
PayPal.
I figure I'm protected, but I was
Yeah.
like,
But
why
that
wouldn't
sucks.
they just do it automatically? I mean, if eBay kicks off a seller off of their site
Mhm.
while they got outstanding orders, then there should be some automatic bot that just pays off all the buyers.
Right.
You would think.
You would think that would be the case.
So And then I'm
I
about out
wonder
of
if,
I'm about out of bubble wrap, so I was like, "Ooh, I need to hurry." And so I ordered some more. But dang, that's just isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is.
I wonder if because they're transitioning to the new payment system, they don't, oh, Mr. Sadie says maybe maybe it was a fake account and listing. But even so, it was a listing that even so, it was on the eBay website. You'd think they would take care of it.
Right.
But yeah, I think like Karen says, this is the problem once we transition away from PayPal. I'm wondering if because they are transitioning away from PayPal, if they're losing that connection.
Mr. City says, "What was her feedback?" I don't think I ever looked at their feedback.
You don't look at a seller's feedback before you buy from them,
I generally look at
just a
how
number,
many
the
items they've
percentage.
sold.
Uh,
I usually
But
don't pay that no attention.
Hi, Carol.
I usually don't pay any attention to the feedback.
Don't you really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I
anyway,
always,
you can't look at their feedback now because they're no longer a member.
Right.
true.
What happened to my screen here?
What was the username again? Where something?
I don't think it said the username.
I thought it said where something, WARE something.
Let me look. Oh yeah, WARO-5373. So,
That is so weird.
isn't it?
Wayne, somebody named Wayne.
Huh.
And Google
Buy
says
bubble wrap from Walmart.
Wayne's store, where's feedback score is 0%.
Well,
But
it would be
if you
now.
click on it, it just says it's not there any longer. I don't know if you
Huh.
can see it.
Come on, computer. Don't fail me now.
Wayne's store.
There.
Interesting. They had 0% feedback. But it's gone now. You want to put them in here?
Oh my gosh. I might. I'm
See
having
what I can do on
issues.
PayPal here.
Karen says, Todd, I know it's a little more pricey. Lori's waiting to get in.
Okay.
Valerie.
I'm
Oh.
having trouble with my screen right now, so
Oh, I didn't know if you could see her.
bear with me.
Karen says, I
don't
know it's a little more
that's
pricey on
going
Walmart, but you should get the bubble quickly.
Hang on.
Order from Walmart. Liz says, grab a complimentary donut, Lori. I didn't know there were donuts in the waiting room. I'd have
All
stayed
right.
there.
Hang on. Am I still on?
Yes.
Okay. I'm having technical issues. I may have to stop this and restart again because I don't know what's going on. So
Should she try to leave and come back? Oh, and Sally's trying to get in too.
well, there's nothing I can do because I can't even get onto my screen right now. So I don't know what's happening. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Have a donut, Sally.
Okay.
Or a brownie.
Or a brownie.
Huh. That is really weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back. So, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna have
Do
to
you have
come
to
back.
shut it all down or can
Yeah,
you leave us
well,
and come back?
It should continue, but and then I'll just come back in. I'll see if I can't just come back in. And if I can't, then I'll message you on
Okay.
the Facebook thing.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on, but I need to fix this. So Sally and whoever else is trying to come in, hold tight, and I will be back.
It's a shame you really can't see each other in the green room, right? Like hang out back there. Now she just looks frozen. Sally is tired. I think Lori broke it bum crack. She was the first one to come in and really screw it up. Way to go, Lori. So what is everybody else doing today? Is anybody in the chat on Poshmark? And if you are, give me your name. I probably have it anyway, but I'm hosting a Poshmark party. I am the host now. I wonder if that means I could let them in. Can you hear me, everybody?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can
It
hear you.
says that I'm the host, but I don't see, where do you see the green room to let people in? Oh, I see. There's Lori. I don't see Sally though. Sally, are you still back there? Because I don't see you. I see, oh, there's Lori. Oh, I see. There's Lori.
Where'd Valerie go now?
I hear an echo.
It was me. I was playing it on my iPad because I
Okay.
can't hear it on here.
She left because she thought she was, I see it, Sally, because I let Lori in, but I don't see you in there waiting. I went to participants. Oh, she popped out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I was saying, anybody in the chat who is on I see Liz, I think I have you. Put your Poshmark name because I'm hosting a party. I'll do the host pick thing. It's the big party at 10 o'clock on Tuesday night. And there's Sally.
Seems
I
like
know.
Zoom updated. It's been acting weird.
It has been acting weird.
And I think it's because there's so many people using it now that it's kind of having a hard time with the overload.
Hey, Sally. And I think because it's been in the news so much, security, wise, that I think they're doing updates to it all the time. I think I've downloaded like 3 different updates in the past week or so. Yeah. There she is.
Hey,
And
Hello.
I have a fuzzy halo spot on my head.
Yeah, you kind of do. It's like a fog hanging over your head.
I feel like it.
A fog on your head.
It's weird that it doesn't. Oh, I don't know if it does. I was going to say Dahlia Lafleur. Hello, Dahlia Lafleur.
Hi, Bumcrack. How you doing?
Find you on Poshmark.
I think I'm already on yours.
Oh, yeah, you
Dahlia.
are. Oh,
No.
Dahlia. I thought you meant you were on my Poshmark list. You are. Yeah, everybody's here, but Valerie. Hopefully she'll be able to just pop back in and then it'll
Mm,
make her the host again.
Hostess with the mostest.
It's the Valerie show without Valerie.
What's she saying? Hold tight.
So I just made
mess.
a case on that bubble wrap with the.
With eBay?
I don't know how to do a chargeback on PayPal. I've never
What
tried to.
had you done? They just sent you that message out of the blue, or did you make
Yeah,
an
I just
inquiry
got that
or something?
message like yesterday or the day before.
Oh, that's really weird.
It's
I've
so
never seen
weird.
anything like that.
What happened, Todd?
Well, I ordered some bubble wrap on like March
Show
the
her the
24th.
show her the screen because it's really weird
Okay,
message.
I'll screen share it again. If it will let me. Here we go. Share. And then go to the tab. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
We're sorry we couldn't cancel your order because the refund couldn't be processed successfully. Please contact the seller. So I tried to contact the seller and they're no longer an eBay member.
Oh, great.
Oh.
I couldn't contact them.
Then eBay should be able to reimburse you.
That's what we were thinking.
Yeah, but
It's just
what I was thinking was why they just automatically refund me anyway. That's
Yeah, that's what they should do. It's not your fault that the reseller disappeared.
yeah. I'm like, there should be some sort of bot that just automatically takes care of it.
Did
If
they
eBay
refund you
keeps-
then?
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
I get mine off of Amazon. I get like 750 feet for like $20. It's a small little bubble, but it does the same. Does just the same.
Yeah,
Unless you're shipping out electronics and you want the bigger bubble, but I do a lot of smalls, so
yeah, that's just a weird thing. And that they sent it to you so they know you didn't get your item. Like, you know what I mean? And they didn't.
Yeah.
I guess I would start with the case.
I would
Mhm.
contact eBay for Business on Facebook too and
Yes.
show them that
mm,
and say, hey, it's not my fault that they disappear. I need either send me a roll of bubble wrap or send me my money back, one or the other.
Yeah, I would, like Liz says, definitely go through eBay first
Mhm.
before you just start with like PayPal.
Yeah.
Because I think eBay will take care of you. I had something like that kind of happen whenever I bought that. I bought that crock pot / pressure cooker,
Mhm.
and I got it, and one of the valves wasn't working just right, and so I went to contact the seller, and it was gone. Hey, I know that.
Big fail.
I got another fun. This is funny. While I'm screen sharing, Engelbert Humperdinck.
My
It's
mom
a
loved him.
Humperdinck.
I've sold records of him.
2-volume set, right?
Hmm.
But look at the date I had it that I listed it. February
Wow.
2016.
2016.
Jeez,
I
4
finally sold that
years.
sucker. Isn't that
Yeah.
funny?
I think it took a couple of years for my records to sell too. That was of him. Just has to be that certain person. I wonder if it was the same guy.
If my mother was still alive, they'd have sold. She'd have had me buy them for her. Trust me.
4 years, 3 months to get this sale. Isn't that
Him
funny?
and Tom Jones. What's new, pussycat?
Oh, what's new, pussycat?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
What was
He
Engelbert
loved-
Humperdinck's big songs? Did he do Please Release Me?
I don't remember. He
Please
did.
release me, let me
let me
go.
go. My dad used to sing it to my mom all the time.
I think that was Engelbert
Oh,
Humperdinck.
I don't love you anymore.
Oh, this is a bolo, folks. Start selling your Don Ho and your Frankie
Dinosaur.
Avalon, your
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur records.
Dinosaur. Oh my God.
He'll never forget that name though. Engelbert Humperdinck.
Engelbert.
Nope. I used to call him Pumpernickel.
You know,
Engelbert
that's
Pumpernickel. She says, no, it's Humperdinck.
that's actually an alias. There was like an 1800s composer of like opera music with that name.
Oh,
Mm.
so he took that name, or did he?
He
His
took
mother.
that name and
Oh.
that was his stage name. I don't even know his real name.
Oh, that's
I don't
interesting.
either.
Todd, Mr. Sadie says, "Give me your PayPal name and password, and he'll check into it."
Hi,
Nice of him. Good morning, Glenn.
Glenn.
Well, if I did that, then Mr. Sadie would probably go on there and steal $10,000 from me or something.
Probably.
He was born Arnold George Dorsey. Jeez.
Yeah.
Arnold Dorsey.
Yeah,
Excuse
that's
me.
not much of an attractive stage name.
No.
Engelbert Humperdinck and those buttons halfway down with all that hair. My mom would be like,
Yeah.
oh. And my dad had like 2 hairs on his whole chest. So
So he's still living. He's still living.
Yeah.
It says
Oh,
he's
really?
he's 83 years old.
Wow.
He did Release Me, The Last Waltz. I don't think I know that
I
one.
remember that one.
Oh, After the Lovin'. After the Lovin'.
Yeah, I remember that
And This
one.
Moment in Time.
Hi, Hank.
So I wish I had all the money that guy made doing shows in Vegas. God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he was really popular then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was in Vegas the same time Elvis was doing his big shows in Vegas.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Him and Tom Jones
Tom Jones.
were
Yeah.
probably equally popular.
Wayne
at that time.
Newton. Oh, Wayne Newton. I think he's still alive too, isn't he? Of course, if they pull his face back any
Yeah.
tighter, it's going to be on the back of his head. But
Yeah. maybe he's still alive, but his face is dead.
he's like,
First time I saw Wayne Newton was on, I think, the Carol Burnett show.
yeah,
Hmm.
I love Carol Burnett.
Oh, I love the Carol Burnett show.
I can sit and watch her and just laugh. I just. And my favorite was the episode of Lucille Ball when the 2 of them were together, and I just, oh my god, whoever thought put those 2 redheads together, it was a genius. I laughed so
Yeah.
hard my sides hurt the next day.
I think I've only seen that once in my life.
Oh my, what, the Carol
I
Burnett
can
show?
Yeah, well, no, the one with Lucille
Oh.
Ball.
Yeah, it's where
I
it
don't know
says
if I've
Lucy.
ever seen that.
I think it's called Lucy Takes a Roommate or something, and it's
Hmm.
funnier than hell. I
I
laughed
don't
so
think
hard
I've
at
ever
that.
seen that. But, oh, God,
I was
I
laughing
love
so
the
hard I
Carol
was
Burnett.
crying. I'm thinking, oh my god, because I like
Wayne-
Lucille Ball too.
Wayne Newton had a pretty big part on National Lampoon's Hawaiian Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Did
He
he?
was, he was hilarious. Yeah. He tried to get what's her name's wife to come and be with him, and she visited his house and everything.
Come on, Dougie.
He was also in an episode of Roseanne.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of TV shows. He
Yeah,
actually
something like
had a
that.
longer run in Vegas than just about any other entertainer, including Elvis.
Hmm.
And he was on Golden Girls once too. I think he made an appearance on the Golden Girls.
I think you're right. I think he did.
Him and Lyle Wagner.
I mean, I remember the episode with Lyle Wagner.
I don't even know who that
And-
is.
And Burt
He was-
Reynolds was on there.
Lyle
first.
Wagner was a regular on the Carol Burnett
Yeah,
show.
he was
Oh,
a good
was he?
guy. He was a good-looking guy.
Hmm.
Yeah. Very a pretty boy kind of guy.
Wasn't he in
He just-
Wonder Woman, the series?
I don't
Lyle
know.
Wagner?
died recently, I think.
I thought he was in the TV series.
Yeah, he
He
just
played
died last
Steve, I
month.
think. I'm pretty sure. Let me look. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of something else.
He was sneaky funny too. He would get in those skits with Carol Burnett and
Yeah, he was like a low-key
hilarious.
kind of humor.
Yeah, I think he was in Wonder Woman. Because that's when you bring up his name, she's like right there with him. So
He always played the sounding board for the like Tim Conway and the other guys.
Yeah.
yeah, he was in Wonder Woman. He played Captain Steve, whatever.
It said he was on the Golden Girls.
Hmm.
He was on the Love Boat, Fantasy Island, Murder She Wrote. All those
Oh,
80s
that
shows, they
show.
kind of
Okay.
recycled all these different TV stars that went on all these different shows. Well, I watched an episode of the Love Boat the other night. It was
That's
so
what I love
funny.
about Me TV. They have all those old shows on Me TV.
Fishing says, so Todd, Vanilla Ice isn't a real name either? Hmm, probably
Sing it,
not.
Mr.
No.
Sadie. I don't know that song. Mr. Sadie's singing in the chat there.
Vanessa says Humperdinck sounds like a cartoon porn name.
It does.
I just heard Vanilla Ice the other day. I was watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Sorry,
Yes,
I didn't mean to send everybody back to the 60s.
Go Ninja, go
That's
Ninja,
okay.
go.
All the
Go
young
back to
guys in
reminisce.
the side chat are going, what are they talking about?
I'm
Who
now
are we?"
down at
Yeah, they're Googling everything because they're
I know. I'm on a Wikipedia rabbit hole now. I started to look to see where Engelbert Humperdinck got the name, and then I got sidetracked.
Yeah, if you Google Engelbert Humperdinck, he'll be the first one, but then that old composer should be somewhere in Google.
Yeah, 19th century German composer of operas such as Hansel and oh, he composed the opera Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
Valerie, can you let me in, please? Who just sent that message?
Oh, should we let her in?
yeah.
I don't know how.
Let me
Knock
in.
3 times.
I was just
It's
thinking
not
that Tony, Orlando, and Dawn.
Knock
Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipes. If the
If you
answer
ain't-
is no.
Oh, my
I love you. I love you. Hi, Valerie.
Can you hear us, Valerie? We don't hear you, Valerie.
Valerie, we can't hear you.
What happened?
No, I don't see a microphone. Oh, there she goes. She's connecting.
Yeah, it says you're connecting to audio. And now you're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, and I
You're
made her
muted.
the host, so I can't help her.
There.
No, you're not muted.
Well, what'd you do that for?
Well, because she's, I don't know.
She's the host and she can do whatever she wants.
I made you the host, so
What
I
happened
gave
to
the
your
host
computer?
back to you.
Okay.
She's
Can
like,
you-
I
It
don't
doesn't-
be in charge of this shit.
No, I don't want to steer this boat. No way.
All right. So you guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your
All right.
headphones not working?
No, the headphones are working fine. It's my computer.
Oh,
My computer's having an issue.
Yeah.
ruh-roh.
Yep. I don't like that deal.
You might have to get another one with your Trump money.
Yeah, I don't even know when that's coming.
Oh, you still haven't
I-
gotten it?
I'm actually not even holding my breath on it.
Teresa got hers yesterday, I think it was. Yesterday.
Did you go to that website?
Yeah. It's a piece of crap.
Did you
Oh.
do your taxes?
Yes.
Okay, so,
Well, if
so
you
should
didn't,
get
if
one.
you haven't turned them in this year, they go on last year's. So
I did read though that some checks are being sent. You haven't changed your bank account since 2018, have you?
No.
Oh, Because
Did you,
I've read of some people being sent to the wrong account.
did you see
Like-
where that one guy, that firefighter, got $8.2 million in his account?
Yeah.
He had to get $200 out and looked at the balance. He's like, whoa. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but bye. I'm leaving the country. Good for my Trump money.
At least he was honest about it. He could have been a real
Mhm.
low life and not said anything, but I'm sure they would have tracked it down where it went. But
Oh, yeah.
But
he
Shem
was-
Pickens said you made too much money.
It didn't even show. That was the thing, is it didn't even show. Like, it showed up as a mistake. But so when he went into the bank and he told them, they were like, yeah, that's, and they brought his, so it was definitely an issue, but I don't even think that the money was actually even in there. I don't know. I don't know
It's
how that,
happened a couple times though. It happened to some lady too, and it was almost the same amount. The
It was like
8.2 million.
8,000, yeah, 8,500,000 or
It
something.
was weird.
Yeah.
One got like 8.2 and one got 8.5. So somebody's pushing the wrong button somewhere.
Wow.
well, it's probably just a glitch in the system with so much money coming through.
Right. I mean, with $1,000 or not, I'm sorry, I'm
You need more
Little
coffee.
sweet.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. With what, I don't know why I said $1,000. I didn't even say that. With so many people, like, millions of people getting this money, there's gonna be maybe a glitch here and there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I know that I assume that I will get it, but eventually, I don't know when. So I'm really not going to worry about it. I'm not going to hold my breath on it. And, whenever it happens, and that'll be great.
Yeah.
And
It'll be a big surprise.
Yeah. I seen on the news I think it was yesterday morning or morning before, where bill collectors are just waiting for people to get their stimulus check so they can try to get it. Like people that haven't paid their bills in forever.
Oh,
And then, of course, all of a sudden, all these warranties are expiring on your vehicles and stuff like that. So
Oh,
they're
yeah.
calling, hey, for X amount, we can put an extended warranty on your vehicle.
Mhm.
oh yeah, everybody's trying to
Everybody's got
make
their
money
hand-
on that deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that if you sign up for one of those credit help places,
Hmm.
that you signed over that any income they would have control over,
What?
Huh.
like
so
I never
like
heard of
debt
that.
relief companies.
Yeah, I
Right.
think that's what they're talking about.
That if you sign up for, okay, I need help paying off my debts because I can't do it myself. I'm so one of those places.
Yeah.
And then yeah, if you're signed up for that, I think that they can garner that income and apply it toward what you owe them. Yeah.
That's dumb.
As far as I know, the only place that can take this money is for child support.
Hmm.
Like if you have child support arrears, they will take that money. But as far as I know, any other place is not supposed to, it's not
Yeah,
supposed
like,
to put their fingers
I
in it,
have-
but I don't know.
I have school loans and they garnish my check from work. But
Right.
I mean, it's like it's a insane amount of money. But so if it would have happened, it would have happened to me as far as that
Right.
goes.
Yeah. I mean, I know that I will get it. It's just, I'm going to have to wait for a paper check.
You
and
do have
so
to wait.
that's- Yeah.
Oh,
How do you know you have to wait for a paper check?
Because I tried to use that site and that site is stupid and it does not. I mean, I went in, I put my, it doesn't, the thing is it doesn't allow you, they make it sound like, here, all you have to do is go in and put your information in, your direct deposit. And it's not like that. It's not, it doesn't have anything to do with that. So, yeah. And they may have changed it. So I'm probably just going to wait for my paper check and be done with it.
Yeah, I'm probably in the same boat. I haven't gotten a stimulus
I ain't got no money.
yet.
I ain't got no time for that.
Eric wants to know, how easy is it to get a negative feedback removed from eBay? He accepted a best offer and now received negative feedback claiming price gouging. And
But yet they paid it.
which is stupid because here you gave them a lower amount
Yeah.
and they still bought it and now are claiming price. That's ridiculous.
eBay should remove
Yeah.
that.
I would definitely contact eBay for business on that.
Yep, I would too.
That guy's
Because they didn't have to buy it in the first place. If they thought you were
No.
price gouging, they could have went on somewhere else. So that's
Right.
it's probably a form of buyer's remorse.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Or they actually found it cheaper somewhere and saying, hey,
Right.
but that's not your fault. It's theirs for purchasing
Yep.
it in the first place. I hate people like that.
I hate that too. It's so stupid. And it's like, do you know how ridiculous you sound right now?
Yeah. It's like, should you really be shopping on eBay in the first place if that's how you
This is
you're
the
gonna do
thing.
it?
Yeah, like a lot of people really shouldn't be. I know that whenever I am buying something off of eBay or anywhere, it takes me a while. I have to go through every little thing, where they're at,
Mhm.
like everything. And until I might have to spend all day like going back and forth with it, and it could be a $10 purchase.
Mhm.
And then sometimes I spend all this time looking at it and I don't even get it. I'm so like fearful that I'm getting the wrong thing or I'm ordering the wrong thing, or I'm going to get a cheaper version of it, or, you know what I mean? Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? I was looking at I saw an ad for this, it's a head, what was it called? A head hammock or a neck hammock.
I've seen them.
And
a
like
neck
hammock, yeah. And
Yeah.
you attach this thing to your doorknob, like a doorknob in your house, and then you lay down and put your head. This thing is like, it's up off the ground or whatever, but you like lay your neck in it,
Mhm.
and it, like, people said that it like relieves all the pressure, and I'm like, dang, that's really all I need,
It's like a traction thing for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
It uses the weight of your head and stuff to kind of
Mhm.
realign.
And I almost bought one.
Almost.
Almost.
That's like if I see something advertised on
That's this
Facebook,
close.
I will go look for it on eBay because I will not buy
Yep.
anything off of Facebook.
Oh yeah. Oh, me
I
neither.
tried that
look.
once. I tried to get one of those Hocus Pocus hoodies that they had out. They were this full zip hoodies that they had all the Hocus Pocus characters on them.
Mhm.
Real cool looking hoodie for $19.99, and I paid for it through PayPal. Never received it, and then when I went in to find it, there was no record of the transaction anywhere to
Oh
be found.
no.
Yeah.
So I mean, the company, there was no company. It was no longer on Facebook. Nowhere. I typed in all that. There was nothing. Nowhere. So it was a scam. So
I'll tell
now
you
when I
what,
see something, I go on eBay or Amazon for it.
with my luck with that neck hammock, I'd be in it and somebody would jerk on the door from the other side, pull my head off and drag me across the floor. Ah!
Dougie, I can't hold you too. She won't let you up here.
I mean,
Sally?
it looks really comfortable, and like people say that they feel like they're floating. Like it seriously like takes all the pressure off your neck and your back and all of that. And sometimes I feel like my spine is very compressed, and sometimes I just want to pull my head off of my body. Seriously, because it feels like it's so I'm so compressed right there in between like the middle of my back and the top of my head.
What are you doing, Valerie?
That's like my daughter. She can sit there and take her chin and turn her head and pop her neck like. I'm like, I can't do that. Or she'll pop her back, like twist in her chair and pop her back. All I see is your fingers.
What are you doing?
No,
Being
I'm about to take a
silly.
Dramamine here in a minute.
Sorry. I'm being silly.
Yeah, I can kind of tell. Now my
That's-
camera's not gonna freaking stay.
Do you remember, Sally, what that
Mhm,
name
we
was?
talked.
What I did with my computer? Was it a restore or reset or break or
Was it restore? It's like you restore it to a certain point or
You
whatever.
yes, you restored.
okay? I think I'm gonna have to do that again.
Oh no.
You got a gun, take it out and shoot it.
It wasn't that big of a deal, but
Sorry. I'm trying to like
starting to act stupid now again. So
You take it out, you put it on a tree stump, and you shoot it, and then you go get a new one.
yeah, really. And you don't get an all-in-one.
See, that's what I
Yeah.
have is an all-in-one.
Really? I
Yeah.
I don't think those things are good.
The only problem I've had with this is when the screen, it looks like a thermal imaging camera sometimes. And it has to do with leaving it on for a long period of time. So now I've gotten to the point where I shut it down every day.
I mean, you
So
can't buy a desktop anymore that's not an all-in-one, can you? I thought they
it's
were
hard to
all like
find one.
that.
Sure you
I
can.
mean, we went to buy like old computer. I couldn't find just a desktop that had separate.
Unless you
components.
build your own anymore, it's hard to find one that's not
Yeah.
touch screen all in one. And I mean, I'm satisfied with mine. It's just every now and then I'll come in here and it'll look, like I said, like a thermal imaging camera. It's got all these different colors, and so I have to restart it, and it's fine after that.
Yeah, Brandon was trying to get me to buy a brand new computer, and I bought a tower.
Okay.
We bought a TV for a living room, and then I took the living room TV, and that's what I'm using as a monitor now. It's a Emerson TV,
Mhm.
but I'm using it as a monitor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like 37 inches or something. It's
Mhm.
huge.
You have to hook it up with the VGA cable or whatever.
No, it was like HDMI.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Most of them, it has to be VGA for your tower ones.
It's a little slow when I'm running all of this, because see, I have you guys on one side, the chat below, and then on this side I have 3 open windows.
Mhm.
And so that's kind of why I wanted to do like different screens. I wanted to do like a couple of different monitors.
I'd
But
like to do that too.
I really don't. I mean, especially if I'm going to be using this one, I don't have the room, because this like takes up half of my desk, which is my desk is a kitchen table.
Mm.
So,
Hang it on the wall.
Huh?
Hang it on the wall.
I was thinking about it, but the way that my desk is sitting and it's bolted to the wall, and I don't really want to move it.
Mm-hmm.
I have there's a clear part, like a bar.
Oh, okay.
This is supposed to be a bar to see into the kitchen, you know.
Mm.
And so there's like no wall there.
Oh,
So yeah, I thought about that. And I thought, because I have my other little monitor, and so I thought, oh, I could just put that on the bar behind and use it, you know, and have one up here and one down here. Nope, this thing is so high, I would have to have the little one down. And I don't really want to put the TV up on the bar. So
yeah.
I'm just going to use this. And then once I get my tower, then my computer should run faster. You know, it should be fine. Now they make them. I bought my tower directly from Dell.
Yeah, Carol said she bought hers at Best Buy.
Yeah, I don't like Best Buy. I've never liked them. I bought a TV from them, and I think I had it for a month and a half, and I tried to take it back because it was like acting defective and stuff. And they wouldn't take it. They wouldn't take it back.
They have a really crappy return policy at Best Buy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was like, screw you guys then. Yeah, so I just bought it straight from Dell. And you know, you can buy whatever you need from them, you know, as far as like just a tower or whatever. And I was asking my son about like the specs of it, you know, like if it was gonna you know, be able to run everything that I wanted it to run and be efficient and everything. And he's like, yeah.
Before I went to the Mac, I always bought my computers from Dell. I bought a Dell computer.
Well, this computer that I'm using now, this tower that I'm using now, it's 8 years old.
Wow.
The only thing I've ever had to do to it is change the hard drive.
Okay.
Which isn't, you know, it's no big deal.
Have you added memory to it?
No.
No? Wow.
No. So yeah, so it's been a really good computer. And I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna just set it somewhere so that it can collect dust and unless I need it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh wow, eBay just gave me a refund for that bubble wrap.
Oh, good.
Oh, let's see.
That didn't take long.
No.
Did you contact them?
I just opened a case about 10 minutes ago.
Look at that stack of games. Are you listing those individually, Todd, or you?
I don't know. I just
just
get them
looking
in
them up.
I scan the code with my eBay app, and if it's worth more than $12, I'll list it individually.
individually.
Oh, well, that's
not,
good.
Then I lot them up.
Are those Xbox or Xbox 360?
I don't know. There's some of both.
Mm,
I got all kinds of crap.
I know you do.
Mhm.
See, Dead Space is one of them. So it looks like.
Is that a good one?
There's a lot of people I
Oh,
follow
wake
that
up,
one.
Maggie.
Yeah. Let's see what other ones you got there.
Missing the manual.
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt like I whenever I buy directly from Dell, I get my money's worth. I had a laptop from them before I bought my desktop, and that thing lasted like 3 or 4 years. And finally the power supply went out in it. But I mean that's really not even that big of a deal.
Yeah, I always had good luck with the Dell.
Yeah.
What you do to your ear?
So what is everybody up to?
I
been
worked last
listing-
night.
Oh, what time did you get home?
I got home at like 6:30.
Oh Lord.
So
Let's go back
was-
tonight.
yeah. I have 5 in a row. Which isn't horrible. I thought it was definitely going to be at least 6.
Do you find you sleep? When do you sleep? Early in the day, and then, or do you go to sleep late in the day, and then wake up and go right into work?
I usually will go to sleep between 12 and 2. And I sleep all the way to dinner, and then wake up for dinner, eat, and then go right back to bed until I have to get up.
Oh.
It's not real ideal. I forgot how to sleep in the daytime yesterday.
Yeah, you
I
got-
just tossed and turned the whole time and ended up waking up like an hour early before I had to go to work. And I'm like, oh my God. And I went and I got out of bed. I would have stayed in bed if I didn't have to pee, but I had to pee. And I'm like, if I get up, I'm staying up.
once you're up, you're up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it. If I have to get up in the middle of the night, I have to stop. I have to keep myself from thinking. Like I have to, I can't start
Mhm.
thinking or I'll never go back to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see the chat, so if there's anything in there for me,
What
You're not,
version
you're
of
not chatty.
Dead Space is that, Todd? I was just reading up on that. It gets if it's version 1, it gets a 9 out of 10 rating on GameSpot, which is pretty good.
Dead Space 2,
That's for the Xbox.
360.
Yeah. You should do okay with that. Even without the ban, you might
Ugh.
have to knock a few bucks off of it, but as long as the disc is in good shape, you should do okay on that. I think they go for
I
like
don't even
15
know. What's
or
the
20 used at GameStop. So
what's the current popular game system now? I don't even
the
know.
Switch,
Switch.
Ah,
the
okay.
Switch, and then you got the PS5 coming out,
Oh,
and
oh
they're
wow.
talking about
I didn't
bringing
even know
out.
there was a PS4.
Yeah, I've got all of them, but that one, but the new one, the PS5. I don't have that one yet because it hasn't been released yet. But,
Morning D, flipping particles.
they're also talking about coming out with the Nintendo Switch 2. So
okay.
that's coming out either late 2020 or into 2021.
Is
So-
Nintendo Switch physical game cartridges? Like I never see them
Yeah.
in a thrift shop or anywhere.
Yeah, well, that's a
I s-
newer system. I think it was just come out a couple years ago.
Right.
So
I see PlayStation.
mhm.
Oh, excuse me, 3.
Most people sell them on Facebook Marketplace. So
Oh,
I got into it the other day with some guy on Let Go. He's trying to sell one Nintendo Switch for $475. and they're retail for $299. But what's happened with the COVID-19, people have gone out and bought up all these consoles, and they're selling them for higher dollar. And I told him, I said, well, I'm a collector. I said, I have $300 cash because it just lives in the next town over. I said, he says, well, why would I sell it to you for 300? I said, because that's retail price. He's like, well, I'm trying to make a profit. I said, I understand that. I said, but I'm a collector, so I don't have to have it.
Right.
I said, you know, you can make your money back or you can sit on it for a while because most people are out of a job right now and not wanting to let go of that money. I said, if you're lucky, someone might spend their stimulus check on it. So I said, otherwise you're going to be sitting on it. I said, as a gamer myself, I can wait for the next version of the Switch to come out. I don't have to have it. He's like, there's another one coming out? I said, yeah. I said, so you might be sitting on that for a while.
Yeah.
He said, well, let me think about it. I haven't heard from him yet, but I said, there's a lot of people trying to sell those for way above market price, and nobody's wanting to come up off that much money. I said, I don't want to come up off of it because I know if I wait long enough, I'll get it from the store for retail. Plus, I said, plus you're asking for one single unit what the stores are asking for the console, a carry case, a SD card, and a game. I said, a bundle. I said, I would, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm going to get the bundle before I come to you and get one single item.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
so, but let him do. I said, to each his own. I said, good luck. I said, I hope you get your asking price. I said, but I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. I said, because ain't nobody that desperate to pay that much for it.
Years and years ago, before I was married, many years ago, we had the Atari, I
Uh-huh.
think, with a game called River Raid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
We used
I've
to play
probably
that.
got it.
Oh my gosh, we used to play that for hours and hours. River Raid and Mega Mania, I think. It was like just a shooting game where things
Mhm.
fell from the sky and you just
Yep, they had asteroids and space invaders. And,
asteroids.
yeah, I mean, I've got all those because I collect game systems. I've got the
Oh.
2600. I've got
My
from
favorite
then
in the
on,
arcade. My favorite in the arcade was Galaga.
Galaxia
Galaga.
No, it's
Galaga.
Galaga. It was
Yeah,
a G.
Galaga.
Yeah, Galaga.
Yeah.
But we love to play pinball. I miss
Uh-huh.
pinball. There's like
And
no pinball machines
Centipede.
anymore.
I loved Centipede.
Centipede.
Asteroids was my favorite. That's the first game I bought for Atari when I bought it. And they let me have the TV for the whole weekend, and I played it the entire weekend until I flipped it. 999,999, and it flips back to zero.
Mega Mania, Anissa, yes. That was, we just
Yeah.
played that game for hours and
Mhm.
hours and hours.
Pitfall.
Oh my God.
Remember Pitfall?
Pitfall,
Tank.
Donkey
I mean, it was.
Kong. Donkey Kong, I think, came later.
That's Nintendo.
And this
Yeah.
says I beat Mega Mania and started playing it with my feet. Nintendo was, Donkey Kong was Nintendo.
Yeah.
We
Nintendo.
played Mario Brothers for
Oh, yeah.
hours.
I
Us and the
love
kids.
that.
We would take
And
turns
when-
playing it.
And then when Sonic or Sega come out, it was Sonic the Hedgehog
Sonic. I never got
And-
the hang of Sonic.
and Toe Jam and Earl. That was one of my favorites. Was from the Sega system. It's so stupid. It's funny, and you just laugh and carry on with that game, playing that game.
Yeah.
Kids get
Oh
so
my
tickled.
gosh.
But I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog quite often.
I just could never get into Sonic the Hedgehog. The kids had a Sega Genesis, but Glenn says Dig Dug. I remember Dig Dug.
My
Yeah.
sister loved Dig Dug. Yep, I remember that was on the 5200, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The next version
I
of
do
the
not
Atari.
know. I remember playing the heck out of Mario Brothers. I think it was 3.
Mm-hmm.
And
mean,
I remember we had the TV in the bedroom, and the 4 of us, my husband and I and our 2 boys, would sit in there and
And just
take
play.
turns, and then we would watch each other play. Like
Uh-huh.
we would just sit and watch each other play. It was so much fun.
I used to do that. And then when the Nintendo came out with all the sport games and stuff, we would sit there and play those.
Yeah.
The old Nintendo, the
Yeah.
original Nintendo. We'd play those at my sister's, like we were having the Olympics, something like that. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Remember Cubert?
Oh
Cubert was one.
yeah, I remember Cubert.
And even Frogger. Yes,
Yeah,
Julie Frogger.
And Marble Madness. Do you remember Marble Madness, where you have to sit and get that marble down all these little?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh my gosh.
I get so frustrated with that game.
Yeah.
Get that marble halfway, almost to the end, and it falls off. I was like, oh, have to start at the top again.
And then we used to play computer games. We had a game for the PC called, I think it was called Jones in the Fast Lane. And it was just a silly game about you going through your day, buying your food, and it was just and you had to, I even forget the way it was played, but we had so much fun with that. It was just a silly game, but we used to play. I remember playing a game where you couldn't even, there wasn't even any graphics to the game, right? You would type in, look around.
Yeah. It's like what do they
And
call
it-
that? The Oregon Trail.
I don't know. This one, I don't know. This one was what was it? It was a woman stuck in the bottom of a ship with this handsome captain
Mm.
who, yeah, I don't know. That picked
Yeah.
Valerie's ears up.
Yeah.
Handsome man. I need to get that
And it would
game.
describe her. It would describe her,
And you'd
you'd
have
say,
to
look
pick
at
your
myself, and
course.
it would say, you have curly brown hair and a heaving bosom in your low cut top and your
Oregon Trail was the game that on the movie Big. You remember that with Tom Hanks? That the little boy's playing in the beginning, where it says, "You have reached such and such, and you have to pick your next move or whatever," and you go on from there. It's an old old game where you have to type stuff in. I want to be young again and be able to sit and play video games all day.
Yeah, there was one called something about you were in an insane asylum. Was it just called Asylum, maybe?
It might have been.
And there was no graphics to it. You had to type in, look around, and it would say you see a table, you see these things, and then you would type in pick up such and such, or open door, or yeah. But I forget what this one game was called.
TI-83. Yeah, I remember the TI-83. I don't have that one. Or the ColecoVision.
Oh, ColecoVision. I got it.
Yeah, I don't have that one yet. Not that I can't get it. I just haven't gone and picked one up yet. I mean, they pretty much find them anywhere. A friend of mine used to have the TI-83 when we were kids. And we always knew he was going to make something of himself because he was the only kid I knew that would charge to watch. He's the only one in the neighborhood at the time that had a VCR. So he would charge us $0.25 to come watch movies with him. And he would charge us 10 cents to play the TI-83, play a video game. Well, now he's a multi-millionaire computer programming geek,
Wow.
So he's into that, what they call it, Bitcoin and geo mining and all that I don't know how that works, but he's a multi-millionaire.
Did anybody play like King's Quest games or those on the PC? You were
played-
more of a game system.
I played
You were more-
RuneScape a lot. I don't know if anybody knows RuneScape.
These were like King's Quest or like what would they call them? Role playing games?
Yeah, RPGs.
And there was a bunch of them. King's Quest.
I like those kind of games where you have to like survive and build and
Yeah, you had to figure out the puzzles, and then there were
Uh-huh.
later ones like the Seventh Guest, where you were in this haunted house and you
I
had
remember
to,
that. I've got that somewhere. My sister
Do
gave it to
you?
me. Yeah, I have. I think I have everything. It's got like a couple different discs to it,
I used to love those
and it's missing
games.
the manual. So I have it. I just
Oh,
don't have it complete. So, but I like games like that. I like things that make you think. I think that's why I like um, Resident Evil so much. I have played that since it first came out on PlayStation 1.
oh, I never
And
played
you
that.
have to, you work your way through the game and solve puzzles. And, have to figure out, chemicals to make this work and, find pieces to make this door open. And it's pretty neat.
What Fishing and Pickin says, Wizard and the Princess. What was Wizard and the
I've
Princess?
heard of that, but I've never played that one.
Oh, I don't think I ever played that one. Oh, that was a Sierra game. Yeah, see, I love those Sierra games. They were PC games.
Mhm.
I think Roberta Williams was the name of the woman that started the. Um,
And my daughter loves The Sims. I've never been able to get into the Sims games.
no,
I just
no, me
don't like
neither.
them. And
Mm-mm.
just have never. She's like, oh, but they're so fun. No.
Yeah, no, they do nothing for me.
I like
I
playing
don't like
like
games where I have to think too much. Sierra games, they had King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest. Oh, Leisure Suit Larry. My husband used to play
I
Leisure
think I
Suit
played Space
Larry.
Quest before. I think I played that one.
And then we had the earlier, like the Atari and the Nintendo. And then the kids got the later systems like the PlayStation, and then when they left, they took them with them. So
Yeah.
we never really got into that. We had a Wii. We didn't do much with it.
We did. I like the Wii for the bowling and the fishing and stuff like that. That's fun.
Yeah, I think I broke a controller when I accidentally threw it when I was doing bowling or
My problem
something.
with the Wii bowling
Yeah.
is
I went like, whoo, and it
yeah,
just, yeah.
we had the actual bowling ball, the Wii bowling ball, and I would have to wear it on the
Oh,
thing. Most people won't put the wrist thing on. I have to, or it's going to go across the
oh,
room
me too.
because
I had to wear
I
the wrist
bowled
thing.
with a
Yeah,
16-pound bowling ball on a regular basis, and
right.
so Teresa got that game after my back surgery because I wasn't allowed to bowl anymore. She said, "Well, here you can play this one, and we'll have bowling every week, or just so you have something to do." And I would stand there and I'd walk and I'd do everything like I would with a bowling ball because
And
that's
then
how
throw the ball.
I couldn't get
Right.
out of that mode. I
Yeah.
I bowled for 30 years. It's hard to not do
I
that.
used to bowl, but I bowled with a 10-pound ball that had
So,
That is a
Tweety
huge
Bird on the side of it.
that is a huge rabbit hole for me is We Fit Fails. It
Oh,
shows
really?
all
I
the
used-
TVs and fans and like people would get their hand like cut from the ceiling fan and
Yeah.
just like all kinds of
Valerie's
injuries
just shaking her head.
injuries and it's crazy to me and when we had a Wii I was like you were wearing the wrist
I had to, or that ball was going through the window or the TV. So, but I like the Wii fishing because it has the movement too. It's like, oh, it was fun. But the Wii bowling was dangerous.
I did the
Yeah.
Wii Fit, but I got tired of you stand her in the morning and she'd say, "Good morning. You are obese."
Oh God.
I don't need to hear that. Thank you.
I'd say, well, you're a stupid computer. Shut up. I had thrown a coffee cup at it if it said that to me. That early in the morning. Yeah, here. I know video games are selling pretty well right now because of everything that's going on. So
Yeah.
I pretty much sold through everything I've listed except for a few pieces here and there. And my hidden object games I sell a couple of those a day, so
I'm still selling those books about little towns and I just genealogists are on their ancestry because I'm selling books about, I saw one about like church anniversary books and
Hmm.
alumni directories and stuff like that. Good morning, Mary.
And audiobooks, I'm
How
about
are you,
sold out
dear?
of those. I think I have like 4 or 5 left out of
I just
like
found a
100 of them.
box in my bedroom of audiobooks that I bought at a library book sale last
Ooh,
year.
better get
So
them
I'm going to be
listed.
working on them today. Yeah, I'm getting them listed.
I'm working on board games. Board games and a couple old VHS and some wrestlers. Bambi, you can't be doing that. It's like you're right under my nose in the first place, so that's not funny.
Mary, how are you today? Grandma.
He's got the
Grandma Magic
sleepy
Classes.
farts.
Do you notice you can't find somebody's channel anymore from clicking on those dots next to their name?
Wonder
You
why.
can't?
No. Remember it
Hmm.
used to say go to channel?
Yeah.
It doesn't say that anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, it just has report and block.
Well,
That's
huh.
weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's really annoying.
Oh,
Yeah, because that used to be so convenient where you could just it wouldn't put you out of whatever you were in,
mhm.
and you
Right.
could just go to that channel and
And
subscribe
or yeah. Yeah, it doesn't
and
do it
then
anymore.
come back. That's weird.
Speaking of channel,
Yeah.
I gotta fix my video for my giveaway. All 3 of them finally popped in there. I'm like, oh great. I guess I'll do that over again. And I think Sally's the only one that's commented that I know of.
I have
They're
to go. I
probably
don't
like, I
think
don't know
it's
which
popped
one.
up in my feed, Lori. I have to go look for it.
I'm probably gonna take them down and redo the video because I don't know why it was showing it wasn't connected when it was, because it was showing me that the StreamYard was not connected to YouTube. But I couldn't
Huh.
figure out why it wasn't coming up, and here it was just basically lagging because of everybody using both it and Zoom at the time.
Yeah.
So I'll probably redo the video and redo the giveaway and thing.
Mary
So-
says she's very close to her goal, 5,000 listings. They're hoping to hit it by Sunday.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Glenn says no more. Yeah, no more to channel. Do you know, Glenn, why they did that? Or it's just weird. Maybe too many people were subscribing to too many other people. Do you get monetized for a certain number of subscribers? You have to still have watch hours, don't you?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
still have to have 4,000 watch hours, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
Subscribers, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to monetize people, but just
Apparently not.
collecting subscribers isn't gonna get people to watch you.
Yeah.
Well, I bet right now that there are YouTubers coming out of the woodwork.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. People bored.
know.
Yeah.
So I am I'm doing a restore on my computer right now, so
Okay.
that's why I haven't switched over. So
Oh,
I
okay.
appreciate everybody handling this little hiccup, but you know.
It was no
You
work
You know,
for
it was
me, so
weird
I'm
though. I never was. It made me the host when you popped out,
fine.
Yeah.
and I never heard. It never gave me a notice when somebody was in the room. Doesn't it give you a notice when somebody's waiting in the?
Yeah, down at the bottom it'll say something like manage participants or something.
Right, like Sally or Laurie somebody posted in the chat they were waiting. So then I went to participants and I saw them there. I wouldn't have
Uh-huh.
ever known they were there because it doesn't give you like
No,
a,
it doesn't like alert you.
oh, that's
For some
really
reason it
weird.
doesn't.
There's no actual green room. I was just being sarcastic.
No, I know that, but I know.
Well, in case anybody wanted to know, is where the green room was.
Oh, yeah. No, but it didn't tell me that you were waiting to come in. It
I
just,
think
wouldn't have known it.
StreamYard's the only one that does that notifies
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
Bob Crack, I have the wrong kind of watch hours.
But yeah, I just figured I might as well get that started.
Yeah, it takes forever.
It I don't remember last time it taking very long. So
Did you do like a restore to an earlier point? Is that what you did? A system
yeah,
restore?
it looked like Windows updated on the 15th. So that has to be what the thing was
Yeah,
that it was
probably.
acting. Because when I went in, like my screen completely went blank, and I couldn't usually like almost like sleep mode. So it went completely blank, and then I couldn't get it to come back up, and it was just, and I would get it to come back up, but it would only go to the YouTube. It wouldn't go to Zoom, and so then I just had to like completely shut it down. Then I ran it through the cleaner, and I restarted it, and it was still kind of acting wonky. So I just went ahead and did a restore. I don't know. I just don't. As much as I probably need a new computer, this computer is only a couple years old, and I don't know. I have a block about it where I just feel like you know, I hate to deal with all the issues, but I don't want to spend the money.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But you know, I don't know.
What kind of computer is
that
it?
was me the other day.
It's a,
I was like,
it's a Dell,
Is it Dell?
but it's all in one. And I probably won't if I, you know, Dell's a pretty good computer, but I think it's
Yeah.
definitely the Windows, and whenever it does an update, it does this acts up, and I should know that by now.
yeah, that's how Brandon's is too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I might just go ahead and pop on one. And Sally, you'll have to tell me what kind you got.
What kind of tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mary says, my sinuses are a mess because of this weather, and every time I get up all stuffed up, I wonder if sinuses or virus.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I know, and it
Yeah.
screws you up because one day it's nice and sunny, and then the next it's snowing.
Yeah, that's what she
And-
said. It's snowing there again.
Ugh.
Yeah, we
That's
got 3 inches last night.
It's like I've had this cough, and they changed my blood pressure medicine because they thought that maybe the cough was from lisinopril, but that's one of the side effects. But I'm still coughing. So every time I cough, Teresa's like, "Take your temperature." I said, "I'm not running a fever. I don't have the virus. I haven't gone anywhere to get it." So they're thinking it has something to do with my asthma now. So I said it could be just the changing of the weather, the dryness and the whatever, because my sinuses get all stopped up.
I'm telling you, I get sick every time the weather changes like that. Even if it's just like for one day, my whole sinuses and everything is messed up, and then I have like I feel weak, and like I don't have any energy. My joints hurt.
I felt like that
all
yesterday.
that.
Everything hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I got arthritis in my neck and shoulders anyway, so when the temperature's fluctuating like that, I can really feel it. It's like I feel like somebody's beat me with a ball bat.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. It was cold here last night. It went down into I think the low 30s, but it's going up into the mid 50s. Even though we're stuck in the house.
I think I think it's supposed to get to 45 today. So I won't see it, but so I'll probably be sleeping most of the day, but that's fine. Yesterday it was cold all day, and I even went out and watered my plants, and my hose was froze. Because I leave it on, but I have the nozzle thing on it on the end of it so that it keeps the water in, and it had froze the whole top part of my hose, and so I took that nozzle thing off and just let it run, and it started breaking through that ice a little bit at a time, and
Ooh.
and started doing that and trying to freaking water my lawn because there was a little bit of sun out yesterday, and it was cold all day. Then when I went to bed finally, it was hot in my room. I only had to cover up with a sheet, which I don't usually do. I usually have to have a bunch of blankets on me.
Yeah, I usually do. Mary says she's decided once she hit her 5,000, she's going to drop down to 100 listings a week and going to start an Etsy store again with just postcards and vintage jewelry, or maybe a Mercari account.
Cool.
I just started Mercari, but probably a month ago, and I've had 2 sales, but I don't have a ton listed over there, so I'm kind of encouraged by that.
And that's
With
the way you get sales there, is like by listing and using the promos, like
Yeah.
you promote it.
Yeah.
That's how you get sales.
I'm loving this cross-listed app extension that I have on Chrome that lets me just list from one to the other. But for Etsy, do you feel like it's better on Etsy to have like she's saying, just postcards and vintage jewelry? Is it better on Etsy to really have a niche?
Yeah,
Is that
you can do really well with niches, with the special niche like jewelry and postcards.
like you don't want to be generalized, right?
Yeah, they're more niche generated than because it's vintage. So
Right.
Are they
yeah.
the ones that support a lot of different sites? Like, do they like cross list between eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari?
Huh?
Maggie,
What's that?
that cross list it?
Cross listed, it lets you cross list to I cross list from eBay to Poshmark and Mercari. And right now I've been cross listing just some stuff that's already listed on Poshmark to Mercari. Let me see. I don't know if it's Poshmark, Mercari, Etsy, and eBay. So you can use it to cross post to Etsy. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. It's cheaper than
I don't have Etsy. I don't have Etsy, but I would like one. If I did have one, I would like it to cross post to both Poshmark and Mercari.
Yeah, what it does is I do the listing, and then once that listing is live, I pull it up, and then I click on the extension, and it asks me where I want to list to, and what my price wants to be on each one. And then it downloads all of the photos off the listing to my downloads folder. So then I could just pop them into those other, and the description's already there. And sometimes the size is usually there in the description. I still have to kind of mess with it for like category sometimes. Sometimes the brand name is there, sometimes it's not, depending on my title. But it's, for me, it's a big time saver. So I really like it. And I think I want to say it's $9.99 a month, just unlimited listings. Like the other ones I saw were like List Perfectly, and the other one, forget, Vendu,
Yeah.
were based on how many listings you were doing, like this much for so many listings and this much more for so many more listings.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
So I like it. It's not perfect, but it works for me. Saves
It's a
me
good
time.
help.
Right.
They're-
It's a
they're-
time saver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mary has about 1,000 postcards she could list there. Jeez. I guess they're pretty easy though, right? Postcards. Do you take a picture of a postcard, or do you actually scan it? Oh, does
I
anybody
would take a
scan it
picture.
anymore?
I've just been taking pictures of them. I
Yeah.
haven't scanned any of mine, but I know that's what a lot of the like Popeyes postcards, and I know that he scans everything in.
Put a watermark on them so nobody can just take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I heard Lonnie say watermarks are not acceptable anymore.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Tom says scan it. Tom speaks. Mary says, what kind of things sell on Mercari? I've only been listing clothes there. And
You
I
can
have,
you can list anything that you can list like on eBay usually.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I
I would
know.
definitely, and it's unlimited, and it's only 10%. They only charge you 10%.
yeah.
So anything that you have over on eBay should be cross-listed over to Mercari
Good
if you
morning,
want to go that
Rita.
route.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 28 listings on Mercari, 12 clothing only, and I've sold 2.
Good.
So I'm encouraged by it.
Yeah. So what Lonnie said to do, instead of a watermark,
Mm-hmm.
you just take a little piece of paper with your store name printed neatly on it and just set that on top of the postcard somewhere. Or picture. You know, if you got like just a picture that you want to sell, if you just got a picture of the picture, then anybody could grab it off your eBay store and
Mm-hmm.
Right.
use it.
Hello.
Mary is leery about cross listing. Is that, Mary, because you're afraid of not being able to take things down? I don't find that as difficult as I once worried about it being. I think
Yeah.
because you have your phone with you. I have my phone with me all the time. If something sells, I just pop over. You know, if something sells on Poshmark, I pop over to eBay and take it off. I'm not as worried about the other direction, because you're not punished on Poshmark if you canceled a sale, but I've never had to cancel a sale for that purpose. I think you just get into a habit of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to basically I don't put any any SKU numbers in my Poshmark or Mercari. But sometimes I do on Poshmark because I have a place for it now. So if I'm
Yeah.
there and I have my eBay thing open and I see the number, I'll usually put it in there, but sometimes I don't. So what I'll have to do anyways is go find the number. Like if I sell a piece of clothing on Poshmark, I'm going to find the number where the clothing is at and while I'm doing that, I find the number, I write it down on my paper, and then I go ahead and end the item.
But yeah, that's kind of the way that I do it. But if I end it, say I have an item that sells on Poshmark, and I go over to eBay and I end it, all I have to do is go over. Usually my numbers will copy over to the other sites, especially Poshmark, with the list perfectly.
Mhm.
But if it doesn't, I always have a second way to find that number, and that I can just go to where I ended the item on eBay, go to my ended listings, and it'll
Yeah.
be on there.
True.
So there's a couple of different ways you can do it.
Yeah. I had Brandon get me another shelf yesterday.
Good.
The problem is I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Oh, I stood at the doorway and stared for about 20 minutes yesterday. Not kidding. Because I'm like, okay, if I move this over there and I move this over here, and I move this out here, and then I just gotta find a spot for that, and I can put this in between that. I just gotta do it. I'm not doing it right now, but I just gotta do it.
Yep.
And yeah, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a whole room renovation, I think, so, but it's the same size shelf and everything, same size unit, so
That's good.
yeah, I need it for my clothes.
Yeah.
I have more clothes than I thought I did.
Believe me.
I
I know.
I don't even know, huh?
You don't even know.
Yeah.
'Cause
If you guys are gonna buy reseller boxes or anything, Valerie's selling reseller boxes. Also Cindy Y has some reseller boxes.
I need
And
to get with her and see if she has anything.
yeah, she's trying to sell some right now. I should
Okay.
be getting mine today or tomorrow
How do
Okay.
you get in touch with her?
on Facebook. Cindy Yarrington.
Cindy
I'll
Yarrington?
have to get.
Yep.
Not that I really need anything, but
YARRINGTON.
I need I don't know. I just need something.
She sent me for my birthday last year. She sent me a box, and it was just some fresh stuff, like
Yeah.
nice stuff, nice shirts, that I could sell for $20-$30, had tags on it. Nice fresh stuff with tags. I mean, like
Yeah.
almost everything had tags that she sent me. And I
Yeah.
only have, like, out of all that stuff that I listed, I only probably have 2 pieces, which is, one is a box of underwear.
Oh,
And I'm surprised that I still have them. I actually think I might need to go and change up the listing a little bit, because it's like, I can't remember what that brand is, but they have like, there's like anchors and stuff on it. So you would think it would be, a really good subject matter. But maybe I just need to word it different. And but yeah, I went through everything else. I already sold everything else that she sent me.
Yeah. It's good. Good.
Oh,
Man, Carol was getting the sales yesterday. She's
oh yeah.
every time we turned around, she was, I got another sale. I got another sale. I got another sale.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, she was doing
That's
really
because she
good.
came on the show. That's why.
It
That
is
must have
fun.
been. Sam, your lucky charm, Carol. Yeah. I can't see what you're chatting or what you're writing, so you can write anything you want.
Mary
Go for
says,
it.
Mary says, LMAO, I ordered new shelf and am in the same spot here. Yeah, it's like, it's gonna be a lot of hard work to move everything because I have like the way that I want to do it. It's gonna be more. I could just throw it in there, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I want to make it to where it works. You
yeah,
know, I don't want to just throw it in there and deal with it. You know, I want to have everything, you know, set to where it works for me.
yeah.
So it's gonna take work to make it like that.
A little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit at a time. I kind of got onto myself yesterday because I had 3 totes of unput away. I had 3 totes of inventory that wasn't put away.
Oh,
And I'm like, okay, so this doesn't make any sense because you're back in the same boat that you were in, but you know, that's why you did this inventory system.
right.
Was so you wouldn't have to dig through these dang totes. And so I kind of gave myself a little talking to yesterday. You have got to put this stuff away so it works for you, you know. And I know for me, sometimes that's hard to do because if, you know, if you're listing, you're not putting stuff away. And if you list until you go to sleep, then, you know,
Yeah.
you run out of time and that doesn't get done. So
How was your sales today or yesterday?
I think I sent out 5 and I had 1 non-payment.
Wow.
So, and then I sold so I sold, what did I sell? 3 on eBay, 1 on Mercari, 1 on Poshmark. And this morning I sold 1 on Mercari. I'm averaging about 1 to 2 sales on Mercari a day.
Oh, that's good.
And usually, for the most part, usually 1 to 2 on Poshmark. So yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm always happy when I'm getting sales, you know, so.
Right.
But today I'm going to try and push forward and continue with my hard goods. I got 1 more puzzle to count if I can possibly get that done. I did watch that stupid Tiger King all the way through. Oh my God.
Isn't it a mess?
Oh my gosh.
That's something else, ain't it?
It's
And
crazy.
he did it all to himself.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he
did.
dug his own grave, basically.
Yeah. You know, I was defending him, but I seriously think that, I mean, he did everything that they said that he, you know, that
Oh
they
yeah.
accused him of.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is that when you own a zoo, you can't just, there's laws that you have to go by for euthanizing and disposal.
Mhm. Sure.
And you can't just bury the tigers on your property, shoot them with a gun and you know, bury them on your property. You can't do that.
Right. Right.
So and he should have known that.
I'm sure he did.
He
But
he
you know,
probably did.
he was he had such a big head that he thought he could do anything that he wanted to as long as it was on his property. He
Mhm.
could do anything that he wanted to,
Yeah.
you know.
And I feel sorry for his damn mom.
Oh yeah.
It just broke my heart that,
I mean, he was,
he
but
took so much
you
money
know,
from
in
them.
another sense, I mean, that Carol Baskin, she wasn't an angel either by any means.
That lady freaking killed her husband.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And fed him to the tiger, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, she was a piece of work too.
Hmm.
But
And the thing is that everything she was mad at him for and went against him for was stuff that she used to do.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
they all do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and nobody says anything about Tippi Hedren, who has the big cat rescue. You know,
Mhm,
she's Melanie Griffith's mother.
mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got a big big cat thing too, but I don't think she ever bred him and was doing the, kitten petting or whatever they call it.
Fishing and picking, I did not say that they weren't druggies.
Oh my God.
I did.
Yeah, that was
I did not say that they weren't druggies. I said that like Nikki was saying something about like that they were on meth while they were shooting the show or something or whatever. Like
Mhm.
they were on meth at the time that they were on the show. And I was like, and they said that they were? And she said, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I think she was referring to when on the show they asked if they were doing drugs or whatever, and they were talking about him giving the his husband's meth and stuff like that. He just give him meth and he'll do anything he wants or whatever.
Mhm.
mhm.
So, but no, I'm not saying that they weren't on drugs. I'm just saying that, maybe I think there was a whole lot more than just drugs going on.
Mhm.
I
Oh
can't.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure there was a whole lot more than what we seen, probably just a little tip of the iceberg of what everything went on, in that place.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it was pretty dang sad when his one of his husbands shot himself.
Accidentally,
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't know if it was an accident.
Well, the way they portrayed it, the way they talked about it, that it was accident. But he was also known to play with guns like that.
Right.
He kept pointing it at that boy, and he said, "Don't point that at me." And he says, "Oh, it's not loaded. Watch." Makes you wonder if he knew it
Yeah.
was loaded and did it on purpose. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, it's just,
Which
it was
long-haired guy?
the blonde,
Oh, the blonde.
the long blonde haired guy.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure we didn't even see half of what was going on there, but
Oh yeah.
it was a good story, I guess.
Yeah.
Something else.
I had to watch it. I had seen so much stuff about it, so many memes and
Yeah.
jokes and everything.
Rob
It was like,
Rob Lowe is supposed to portray him, I guess, in an upcoming movie documentary type thing about Joe Exotic. That ought to be
Well,
interesting.
Rob Lowe he's a good actor.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
Good
think he would be
actor,
good
and
at it.
I think he would. I think he would be able to do it.
Hmm. I mean, every person that he has played, as far as something that actually happened, like I think the last one he was like a cop or something that supposedly killed his wife or whatever. He did really good in that, playing that guy's part to a T. So I can see him as Joe Exotic doing it just as good as Joe was
Yeah.
doing it himself. So
Yeah.
because he's a hell of an actor.
Yeah.
So it ought to be pretty
And
good.
he's been at it for such a long. I mean, he's been an actor for a long.
Oh yeah. I remember he was
You
in.
know.
I think the first movie I seen him in was The Outsiders.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
probably one of my favorite T.S. Eliot books, and one of my favorite shows was The Outsiders.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So especially because it came out, in the early '80s, and I was a teenager,
Mhm.
so you can relate to a lot of that stuff as when all that's going on.
Did you watch the series?
I watched most of it. I don't think remember seeing all of it, but
Do you remember that David Arquette was
wasn't he Pony Boy in that?
Yeah.
Or
Soda
no,
Pop.
he was Soda Pop. Yeah.
Yeah, Soda Pop. Yeah, and I met him.
I'm thinking.
I met all the members when I turned 13. They were at a car dealership,
Hmm.
and we were going to my birthday party, which was at a skating rink. And on the way, my mom stopped at this car dealership, and we got to meet the whole cast of Outsiders.
Mm.
And I have pictures somewhere.
That's cool.
And that was one of Patrick Swayze's first few roles too. Was he was in?
Right, he was
Yeah,
in the
that's
movie.
true.
Yeah.
Did you get to meet
Yeah.
Patrick
That
Swayze,
and
Sally?
No, it was the Outsiders, the
TV cast.
Yeah, the
Oh,
series.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Benji.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know what time it is, don't you?
Yep, it's getting to be about that time.
He
Couple
coming to
more minutes.
remind me. He's used to going out right after the show.
Yep.
It's almost that time there, Fuzzy Head.
I don't know. I don't know really what's going on this weekend. Probably about the same as every other day.
Yep.
Yep.
We are closed up until May 3rd. So
We're supposed to be May 1st, so we'll see.
They
I
want
don't
to
know.
they want to push us to June.
Yeah, here they're talking about June. I might just shoot
I
myself.
don't know. I don't know what's going on.
There's four county what are they? Sheriffs, I guess,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
that are saying they are not going to follow her rules.
I read
they're
that.
not-
They're not going to enforce the rules.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Because people are getting antsy. They're wanting to get back to work and get
Yeah.
back
Oh,
to their lives, And I get
Yeah.
that. I understand that.
Sure.
But that doesn't make the virus go away.
Right.
No.
You just have to be more diligent about their daily functions and what they're doing and be more safe.
And I think
Hi,
they're
Julie.
not saying they won't enforce any of her rules. They're talking about the ones where you can go into a store, but you can't have to stay out of certain aisles, or they're talking about the more what they consider the more unenforceable ones, I think.
Mhm.
Mm.
I read that Florida, Jacksonville are opening up their beaches again.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they
Mm.
would open up the beaches and parks here. Just let people go out and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
get some fresh air.
I mean, even if I have to go out, I still take precautions. I wear my mask. I wear gloves.
Oh,
I take
yeah.
hand sanitizer. But I just limit my trips into town, as much as I can.
Yeah.
Try to order everything I need online except for groceries. So
Yeah.
Where you at?
Yeah, I
You're gonna
mean,
jump up here and
I'm
hit your head.
I'm basically trying to stay in. I try to go out once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to just keep it at that. I don't know. Maybe that's helping a little bit. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and shut her down. I
Yeah,
hope everybody has a great weekend. Get lots of sales, get some listings done. I got a lot of work to do.
Me too.
So
Me
we're
three.
done.
You guys ready to go out back?
All right.
Bye,
Thanks
guys.
everybody for hanging on today. And we get these little hiccups, but
Oh,
we always try to.
Julie said
Huh?
that Julie said, I forgot that you couldn't see the chat.
Yeah.
Julie said that she was going to come on, but Emmy started being fussy, and she said that she'll try to come on next week.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
All right. I think what I'm going to start doing is just putting the chat or putting the link in the chat.
Mhm.
And then, I can manage it from down below. So
Yeah.
Don't jump up here, ding dong.
person in there. I'm just
Mhm.
going to start putting it in the chat. And
Yeah.
then,
Get some new blood.
yeah, we need some new blood. Absolutely.
You don't be mean.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Have a great
Bye,
day.
everybody.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Weekend.
Bye.
Get to work.
I think this just ends it. So I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
All right.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.